All right. Hello, everybody. It's Miss Ginny from the Rotary Children's Library today at 3:30 with Crafting with Ginny. So today we are going to be making a snowman. We're going to be making a snowman, and he's going to be made from a jar. So you're going to need a jar to make this. You're going to need some black paint and a paintbrush and a paint tray. And you can find the instructions online at DraytonValleyLibrary.ca under programs. And the other thing you'll want to have is you'll want to have a pair of scissors, a glue stick, and some Google eyes. And you'll want to have a toilet paper roll that you've cut in half. It doesn't need to be very big. And you might want to have a little bit of ribbon. Now, the other thing you're going to need is some black construction paper and some orange foam. All right. Now, you can make yours with cotton balls, or if you have some cotton fiber like this, you can use that. All right, so let's get started. The other thing you're going to need is some newspaper. So to get started, what you want to do is you want to take your jar and you want to take the lid off. And then you're going to crumble up some newspaper. And you're going to need some masking tape, as well as I'm using orange pipe cleaners for the arms. So some masking tape, because you want to make it into kind of a ball, because you're going to be putting it on the lid. This is for the head of the snowman. So I am going to just put my computer down here so you can see what I'm doing. All right. So I've crumpled this up. I'm just going to take some pieces of masking tape and I'm going to glue it to the lid. Or not glue it, but tape it. So you don't need very long pieces. And just so that it sticks on the side. So this is called a jar snowman. You just want to make sure the pieces are long enough that they go over and they hold it down. Now you might want to put another piece there to make it more rounded. And again, I'm going to make my pieces maybe a little bit longer because I can always trim them so that I'm making sure that it stays on the lid. So I'm just, oh, that piece didn't work. Let's just get another one. And it is hard at first to hold the newspaper down, but you can tape it on. Just use a bit more tape if it's not sticking so that it's rounded on the lid. You can even stick it on the inside of the lid to hold it in place there. So you want it to be kind of rounded, so it's like the head of the snowman being a bit rounded. I'm going to put one more piece of tape across just to make sure that it's holding. All right, so now I have my head. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to take the bottom part of your jar and you're going to crumple up some more newspaper. Same thing, you're going to make a few round balls. And I'm going to put some tape out here. so I can grab it easily. And you're going to put it around your jar. So you want around the jar. So you're just going to tape it on to the jar like that. Crumple up another piece. Tape it on. You want your jar to be kind of big, like sort of wide, but rounded. So once you get it all sort of shaped, once you get your tape on and all your newspaper, so I'm going to take another piece of newspaper. I'm just going to see what's going on here. All right, so take another piece of newspaper. And I'm going to put it around. So you can see I'm getting kind of a rounded shape for my snowman. I'll take one more piece of paper and crumple it up, newspaper. And stick it onto my jar. Now you just kind of shape it so that you have a rounded part there. Now you can put the lid back on the jar. Just screw it on. And now here is where you take the cotton balls and you're going to take your glue. Now you can use white glue as well. And you're going to stick your cotton balls all the way around the jar. Or, like I said, you can use cotton if you want, if you have some of that. So I'm just going to put some glue on all the way around here. And I'm going to take a handful of cotton balls and just stick it on. So you want to just stick it onto the glue and do that all the way around on the bottom. And then you're going to do that also on the lid of the jar. Whoops, I got some glue on my jeans. That's not good. Okay. So now and that's why you want to work over the table here. Just stick the cotton balls on everywhere. And you want to just kind of work with it. You can press them in a bit so that it gets kind of rounded like that. All right, I'm just about there. I've just got to put a few more on. So I can stick some more cotton balls on. Hopefully I have enough to do my lid. I need a little bit here. So now you want to just kind of push it in so that it's all rounded, because this is your snowman. You know the snowmen are round, right? So you just want to make sure your newspaper is all covered. That's the newspaper that's stuck to your jar. And then you're going to put some on the top of the lid so that you can make the head. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to stick your cotton balls on the top to make a rounded head. And then you just check and see if you've missed any spots. And if you have, put some glue on and stick some cotton ball in there. Like I said, if it's easier for you, if you have cotton, then just use your regular cotton. But cotton balls work really well, and it's kind of cute with the cotton balls too. Okay, so now you've got this rounded kind of jar, and you just want to squish it in there. I'm going to put a little bit here because you see I'm missing 1 or 2 cotton balls in there. Put one here, and one more here, and then one more, and I think I've got mine covered. So now to distinguish between where the head is and the body, you are going to take some ribbon, and you can tie it around the lid to distinguish the head from the body. So you make your ribbon, just tie a little bow if you want, and make your ribbon as tight as you want. And then just keep pushing on there just to make your snowman look more rounded. And then you can just cut, you can trim your ribbon. Now, of course, we want to put the hat on the head, and we want to do the face. So what we're going to do now is we are going to cut out a carrot nose with your foam, with your scissors and your orange foam. So just kind of a cone shape. And if you want to be very decorative, you can take a felt pen. You can take a Sharpie or felt pen, black one, and you can put some lines on it. So it looks like a real carrot here. So you can do this. Put some lines with your felt pen. And there you have a carrot nose. I've got cotton stuck to my hands, I know, so it looks kind of funny, but that's just from working with the glue and the cotton. And that's okay. So then what you want with your toilet paper roll, and I've already done it, is you want to paint it black because you're making the hat. So you want to use your acrylic paint, your black acrylic paint, and paint it all the way around. So I've pre-painted it because I wanted it to dry. So you've got to wait till it dries. And then you're going to cut a bigger circle that fits on the bottom for the hat. So you're going to glue that on. So you just want to put glue around the edge. So you can use your glue stick. And you want to stick it on just so it's kind of centered. Give it a chance to dry. I didn't really give mine a chance to dry. And then you want to cut a black circle for the top to cover in the top. So I'm going to put a little bit of better glue on here because this one seems like it's not quite sticking. All right. So now I'm going to use whoops, I'm gonna let that dry. Oh, keeps falling off because I keep picking it up. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. And now I'm going to just trace a little circle with a pencil. I'm gonna grab a pencil here or my pen. And one that's smaller. So I use this to make the bottom part of the hat. So now I'm gonna use this to do the top part. I'm just gonna trace around that. You can use whatever you want to make your circle, or you can just draw it freehand. If you're good at drawing that, then you go right ahead. I just need my scissors now. So now I'm going to take my scissors and cut that out of the black construction paper. And then I'm going to glue it onto the top of my hat. So now you want to glue it onto the top. You have one on the bottom that isn't quite dry on mine yet. So now you want to glue it onto the top. So put some glue around the edge of the top of your hat. And then just glue it on. All right, so now you're going to glue this onto your snowman. Now mine isn't quite dry yet. And mine, I need to make my circle a little bit bigger because it kind of fell through. So I'm going to draw it a little bit bigger. And then I'll trim it after. This is going to be too big, but it's going to, I can trim it afterwards. So once you have glued it all on, and you've got it kind of in the center, then you can trim it. Oh, it fell through again. I just happened to push it. Oops. Anyway, once you've got your ribbon on and then you've glued your hat on, then you're going to take your Google eyes and you're going to glue those on. So put some glue on there and glue your Google eyes on there, and then glue on your carrot nose. And then you're going to take your pipe cleaners and you're going to bend them in half and just twist the bottom so that it sticks out like that. So one on either side, and then you're going to glue it on. So you're going to glue that on either side. And that is your jar snowman. Isn't he cute? All right, we will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 10:30, I'll be doing musical theater. See you then. Bye.